Hi, this tutorial is all about survey language. Let's start by taking a look at three possible survey questions, and as you read each one, think about if the question is worded appropriately, and if not, think about what would be a better way of wording the question. So, question 1. Under Mayor Johnson's term, violent crime has risen 25% and unemployment has risen 10%. Do you support Mayor Johnson? Okay. Question 2. Do you think this class is informative and enjoyable? And question 3. Do you support eco-friendly policies? Okay. So keep those in mind. Now it's really important that surveys must be carefully worded in order to get accurate responses. Some questions may be leading or have loaded wording that may prompt a certain response. Other questions may be vague or unclear, leading to uncertainty in the reliability of the responses. So let's go back and think about each of these. So question 1. What is the issue with question number 1? Well, what I would say is this definitely has some very leading wording. So we're talking about violent crime, we're talking about unemployment. These are very negative societal issues. So because you're leading them with these statistics, chances are they're going to get a lower proportion of people that supported Mayor Johnson than they would if they were just to ask this question, just maybe, do you support Mayor Johnson, without leading them this way. So what I would say in this case, this has leading wording. So this is going to lead to some biased results. So what I would say is a better way of wording this question is just to leave off this first sentence and just say, do you support Mayor Johnson? Alright, question 2. Do you think this class is informative and enjoyable? Now, if you were to ask that question to a group of students, some, may believe, they think, well, yeah, I've learned a lot. It was a very informative class, but the subject matter was pretty dull, so I didn't think it was that enjoyable. Or there may be other students that think, well, yeah, it was pretty interesting, but I didn't really learn very much. Okay, I already knew a lot of the material that we covered. So what I would say is that this wording is unclear, because you're going to get the responses might be muddied between informative and enjoyable. So I would say in this case it's unclear. So a better way of wording this question maybe is to split it up into two questions. Do you think this class is informative? Question mark. Do you think this class is enjoyable? Question mark. Alright, question 3. Do you support eco-friendly policies? Now, in this case, if you were just to ask that question to somebody, immediately there'll be follow-up questions. Well, are you talking about eco-friendly policies in the workplace? Are you talking about statewide eco-friendly policies, national eco-friendly policies? And then what type of policies are you talking about? So I would say that this is a very vague question. So you would want to really make it a lot more specific. So maybe you'd say, do you support the city ordinance that will eliminate some parking spots in place of a bike lane on one of the major roads in town? Okay, and then ask people if they support that policy or not. So it's going to be you're going to get a lot better information if you ask a more specific question than a really vague question. So as you can see, the wording of survey questions is very important, and you want to be very intentional when you're setting up the wording in a survey to avoid some unnecessary bias and to make sure that we're getting really accurate responses. So this has been your tutorial on survey language. Thanks for watching.